Dental lab techs construct and repair dentures and other dental appliances. In this video, we're going to help you answer the question, should you become a dental lab tech in 2021? We're going to go over the latest salaries, job market statistics, and the latest trends. Coming up. Hey everyone, Stephen Hack here with Career Watch, where I help you with your career search. If you end up enjoying the video, hit that thumbs up to support the channel. All the charts and graphs used in this video are available at my blog at the link below. Dental lab techs have several roles and responsibilities. They use prescription and specifications to determine the design of a dental product, such as a denture. They melt metals or mix plaster, porcelain, or acrylic into dental molds. They create models of a patient's mouth using plaster, and they test these products as well. For more technical information, check out the Coursera course, Introduction to Dental Medicine. This course is taught by Dr. Hankorski in association with the University of Pennsylvania. It retails for about $50 and currently has an average 4.8 star rating. If you're interested, there is an affiliate link below. So what is the average salary of a dental lab tech? In 2019, dental lab techs made an average base salary of $44,330. This is more than vet techs who made around $37,000 per year, but it is less than biological techs, chemical techs, medical lab techs, and radiologic techs. But the base salaries of dental lab techs have changed over time. In 1999, the average base salary for a dental lab tech was $29,240. This rose to $44,330 in 2019. This means that from 1999 to 2019, there was a total wage growth for dental lab techs of $15,090. This comes out to an average yearly wage growth of $718 per year. If we were to apply this average yearly wage growth into the future, in 2021, the average base salary of dental lab techs would be $48,641, and by 2029, this average base salary would be $65,887. And these are for employed dental lab techs. This doesn't include overtime and other forms of compensation. A starting salary for a dental lab tech would be around $25,000 per year. This is the 10th percentile. Whereas someone that lives in a hot job market or has lots of work experience, the top 10% of dental lab techs start at $65,820 and go up from there. Geography also plays a role in the compensation of dental lab techs. In this map, the dark blue states are the highest paying states for dental lab techs, and the light blue states tend to pay less. The beige colored states have no data at all associated with them. In 2019, the lowest paying state for dental lab techs was found to be the state of South Dakota, where the average base salary was $34,360. Meanwhile, the highest paying state for dental lab techs was found to be the state of Virginia, where the average base salary for a dental lab tech was $55,050. This means there is a $20,690 difference between the highest paying state for dental lab techs and the lowest. Other high paying states for dental lab techs include the state of Kansas, New York, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Colorado, and Delaware. Work environment and industry also play a role in the compensation of dental lab techs. In 2019, the government found that they actually pay dental lab techs the greatest wage on average, with an average base salary of $58,800. Meanwhile, the lowest paying industry/work environment for dental lab techs was manufacturing, where the average base salary is $43,700. So there is a $15,100 difference between the highest paying work environment, government, and the lowest paying work environment, manufacturing. So that covers the compensation of dental lab techs. What is the work environment like? Is it really challenging to get a job in this occupation? The first thing to keep in mind is this is a pretty small occupation compared to similar occupations. The dental lab tech workforce is 34,460 people. This is smaller than the biological tech workforce, chemical tech workforce, medical lab tech workforce, radiologic techs, and vet tech workforce. Because the number of employed dental lab techs is smaller than similar occupations, this often indicates that certain regions of the country tend to have the greatest number of jobs, and oftentimes people have to cross state lines in order to get opportunities in this occupation. The number of employed dental lab techs is a fraction the size of the medical lab tech workforce. For more information on medical lab techs, I just released a video a couple weeks ago, should be up in the corner. And unfortunately for dental lab techs, the number of employed has been falling for years. In 1999, the government recorded 42,940 employed dental lab techs. This hit a high in 2006 of around 46,000 employed. Since 2006, the number of dental lab techs has been falling almost every single year. By 2019, there were 34,460 employed dental lab techs. Over this entire time period, there was a loss of 8,480 jobs in this occupation. This comes out to a loss of around 424 jobs per year on average. The government is actually forecasting a 9% gain in jobs, mostly because of the aging baby boom population. The baby boom generation is actually very large, and as the baby boom generation gets older, the demand for dentures will actually rise. So the government is thinking that there's going to be a 9% increase in the number of dental lab techs from 2019 to 2029, meaning by 2029, there'll be around 36,950 employed. Even with these gains in employment, the number of lab techs projected in 2029 will still be less than the peak in 2006. Another factor to look into is the number of job postings across the country for people in this occupation. There's actually quite a few job titles for people in this occupation, such as dental ceramist, dental lab technician, orthodontic lab tech. There's quite a few, and I did a search for the number of job postings for various dental lab tech job titles. So there was about 1,751 job postings at the recording of this video, and we can compare this to the number of employed, 34,460. This means that there's 20 times as many employed as job postings for this occupation. This means that there isn't a shortage of dental lab techs across the country, but there isn't an oversaturation either. The other thing to keep in mind is this is very much a regional occupation. The state of California has the greatest number of employed dental lab techs across the country, with 4,960 employed in that state alone. The next highest is the state of Florida with 2,410, and then Texas 2,220. In this map, the darker blue states have the greatest number of employed dental lab techs, so that's going to be where the opportunities are. The other thing to keep in mind is the manufacturing industry has the greatest number of job opportunities for dental lab techs. 82% of dental lab techs work in manufacturing. Only 14% of dental lab techs work in dentist offices, 1% work in education, and only 1% work in government, which, as I covered before, is the most lucrative work environment / industry for people in this occupation. So that covers the job market for people in this occupation. The next question is, would this occupation be compatible with your interests? If you haven't taken a RIASEC assessment, there's quite a few free ones online at no charge to you. After you take a RIASEC assessment, you get scores for 6 different themes. Dental lab techs tend to score high in the realistic and investigative themes. People that score high in the realistic theme tend to describe themselves as reliable, practical, thrifty, and they tend to really enjoy working with their hands. Often they like building things, repairing things, and being outdoors. People that score high in the investigative theme tend to describe themselves as thoughtful, analytical, independent, and curious. These people tend to enjoy analyzing information, inquiring, and researching new things. So dental lab techs tend to be a combination of these 2 themes. If you score high in the realistic and investigative themes, this occupation might be compatible with your interests. So what kind of education do you need to become a medical lab tech? Well, according to the Occupational Information Network, 52% of people in this occupation just have a high school diploma. About 21% have an associate's degree, and about 27% have a high school diploma and certificate. So as you can see, there are pros and cons to becoming a dental lab tech in 2021. This is a small niche occupation, and there's certain disadvantages to being in a small niche occupation, mainly that you often have to move across state lines to find job opportunities. It seems like California, Florida, and Texas all have the greatest number of employed dental lab techs, so you might have to move to one of these 3 states in order to find job opportunities. Another disadvantage of becoming a dental lab tech is the number of employed has been falling for years. The government is predicting a 9% growth in the number of jobs over the next 10 years, mainly because of the aging baby boom population in the United States. But since 2006, the number of employed dental lab techs has fallen. Also, there are similar occupations that pay a little bit more, such as medical lab techs, that have much more employment opportunities. Are you a dental lab tech? What has been your experience in this occupation? What is your favorite thing about it, and what is your least favorite thing about being a dental lab tech? Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.